Mr. Chin. It's not politically correct in the Caribbean. What do Chinese people think of Caribbean Chinese? So, in a previous TikTok on the subject of racial stereotypes and the fact that in many parts of the world, all East Asians are called Chinese, I mentioned that in the Caribbean, all East Asians are called Mr. Chin or Mrs. Chin. And no, it's not politically correct by American or European standards, but I'm not a fan of politically correct. Half of what comes out my mouth is not politically correct. But as for what the Chinese think of Chinese Jamaicans, I think the average Chinese person doesn't even know they exist. So, for those who don't know much about the Caribbean Chinese population or the Mr. Chin phenomenon, here's a TikTok on the subject for you.
No, not at all. I'm used to it by now. So I will explain this whole Mr. Chin thing and how it came about based on folklore, because I'm not sure how true this is, but is what I've been hearing throughout the years. So when the first set of Chinese people came to Jamaica as indentured servants, their most common and popular surname was Chin. Now, because it was so common, everybody thought all Chinese people's last names were Chin. So, as Jamaicans, they just call every Chinese person Chin. And to this day, it don't matter if you're Chinese, Japanese, Korean, Taiwanese, whatever. From your look like this, they will call you Chin. Sorry to all the Koreans and Japanese that have to go through that, but yeah, it is what it is.
So, that's a creator by the name of Ghetto Kirk who's put out loads of great content speaking in that lovely accent he's got. I trip out when I see Chinese people speaking with a Jamaican accent just because it's not something that we're used to, although it's very common over there. And as a result, there are a lot of beautiful Blasian people who are half Jamaican, half Chinese. Shout out to all my Blasians out there and say hi to your mum or dad, Mr. Chin or Mrs. Chin.